Over the last 150 years, human progress in science and technology has been exponential. From the invention of nuclear energy through man on the moon, even the iPad, human beings have achieved more in that period of time than in the million years since man stood up. How did we do it? People talk about Moore's law. They talk about the singularity. But in fact, there's another explanation. And that is that key people in that period of time have been channels to extraterrestrial intelligence. And we call these people receivers.
I deeply believe that America is the hope of the world. And I know that in the quality and wisdom of the leadership America gives,
we don't get a whole heap of visitors around here.
Dreams, blood, light. That's how you're chosen.
What did you see? It was a boy.
Did you see him?
Did you?
No, tell me I didn't.
No, I didn't either.
Receivers can't hide what's happening to them. Because when receivers turn, they're confused and agitated. Their heads are full of concepts. They've got no cognitive basis for processing.
There
is a new one. Somewhere close, we know that. It's not him.
I know it's going to end. I'll die. And they'll activate another receiver.
That's why we chose you.
So the first season of Receiver was about a man called Luke Weber. Weber is a UFO cover-up specialist. All the events, and there have been 500,000 of them reported over the last 70 years, are in fact true. It's just that Weber goes into the field, takes the information back to his organization Sigma, and covers up every event perfectly. Pristine operation. The thing about Weber is that, in fact, he's a receiver hunter. But Weber isn't just the man hunting the receivers, he's a receiver himself. And hiding in plain sight, Weber goes on mission after mission in order to find the receiver that America needs so badly. It's the mid-1970s, and America's economy is slowing. There's nothing to pick it up. And Weber himself becomes the father of no less than the microprocessor revolution. It's Weber who's responsible for open source software. It's Weber who's responsible for micro-miniaturization. Communications technology becomes a perfect brand fit. And in our first season, we had Motorola as a partner. Well, in 1946, Motorola more or less invents the cell phone. 1946 is Roswell. Some coincidence? I don't think so. We created an experience around the story because the rectangle within which video is told is a window on one aspect of storytelling, but we're in an interactive medium. And through that interactive experience, we're able to build an entire narrative, a universe, a mythology that would take years to create if we were just to tell it through the process of creating individual episodes. So we built websites, collateral material. We have a video logger called Alvin Peters, who is a conspiracy theorist. And he believes that, of course, Motorola was involved in this event. Of course, corporate America is at the heart of all these events. And he vlogs widely, he spreads virals, and those virals contain clues. And the clues, if the audience follows them, unlock Sigma itself. And within the website sigmaagency.com is the truth about Roswell, the truth about Area 51, the truth about NASA. Progressively, the user is caught up in the story. And we created an extension to Wikipedia. It's called the Ufopedia. First time Wikipedia probably has heard that this exists, but it's seamless. Can you not hear me? Now can you hear me? All right. So we created a series of these websites And Alvin Peters blogs about the conspiratorial relationship between the corporations and Sigma itself. And building that built brand messaging. In the second season, Weber doesn't just investigate events as a receiver hunter, he becomes the hunted. His unit turns on him. And Weber now learns to do some of the things that receivers do really well, among them time travel. So we created integration ideas for brands which allow Weber to travel back and forward in time. And if he's driving a car, that car, for instance, would morph model by model into the car from 1974 to the car in 2012. But Weber doesn't know how to time travel particularly well at this stage, so now when he emerges on the other side, he's 78, and he's got to go back in time. We can do the same thing, for instance, with a cell phone. He travels forward in time. The cell phone that originally was created in 1974 becomes a model that's available today, the latest model. And now he takes that back in time, and using superpositioning and quantum mechanics, Weber miraculously can avoid being tracked down because he has GPS, which I don't think many people did have in 1974. Our goal is to find a way to twin brand messaging with storytelling, because the DNA of what a brand does and the DNA of what a storyteller does is rooted in the same idea. It's a communications platform. If you connect brand powerfully with story, what the audience sees primarily is a dramatic experience in which brand is integrated. Narrative integration, not product placement, not product integration, but narrative integration is the key process. So as the second season evolves and we develop a new way to approach brand, we come up with the ideas of custom advertising. Advertising that merges the messaging in the pre-roll, because people can eliminate the pre-roll with ad blocker. And our custom ads could be based on a huge number of concepts that directly go to the receiver message. So made on Earth by humans, or UDO, unidentified driving object. Any of these concepts flow seamlessly into receiver itself. So think of receiver as a communication platform for you brands that attracts audiences in volume. We did 4.5 million uniques in the space of 4.5 weeks without any media spend, without any advertising through Machinima. And we expect the second season to do even better. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned.